Hey guys, Large with another video. This right here is part 3 of my top 50 favorite wrestlers of 2012. Let's get straight into it. Like I said in my previous video, I'm going to be doing another list with my top either 40 or 50. I haven't decided yet. My top 40 or 50 favorite women wrestlers. So I'll be doing that soon. So stay tuned for that. And let me just warn you right ahead. There's nothing but indie girls on that list. Some of them. There's some WWE divas in there, but number 22, Adam Cole. I love Adam Cole. This guy he's a young guy. He's got all the looks, all the flashy looks. He kind of reminds me of that one kid, Lucky Cannon from FCW. The only thing was Lucky Cannon he couldn't cut it on the mic, in my opinion. And he wasn't all that good, but Adam Cole, this guy's got all that pretty boy look, you know what I'm saying? But he can wrestle, and he's good on the mic too, and he's got the total package, in my opinion. And that's why WWE wants him. That's why Triple H wants him, and hopefully he does go to the WWE. He's the current Ring of Honor television champion. I love his Florida Key move. The X-Plex. I love that. This guy's just awesome. I love Adam Cole. There's not much I can really say about Adam Cole, but just that he's just an awesome wrestler, a great worker. That brutal match he had with Kyle O'Reilly at Best in the World last year was just awesome. One of his best matches. Number 21, Kyle O'Reilly, the guy he had the match with. Kyle O'Reilly is a great wrestler. He reminds me somewhat of a Davey Richards, and an Eddie Edwards. He's a good wrestler. He's good on the mic too. Really good on the mic. He's a good heel. And I love it. I love his work with Bobby Fish. Bobby Fish is another good wrestler. That reminds me of Davey Richards and Eddie Edwards, the way they fight. And their attire. But yeah, he's really good. And Kyle O'Reilly, it has a bright 2013 in my opinion. And yeah, I would love to see him go to WWE one day, since WWE's snatching Ring of Honor's talent up. But yeah, I love Kyle O'Reilly. I love what he's doing right now in Ring of Honor. Number 20, Ryback, Mr. Feed Me More. I like Ryback. I like what Ryback's doing right now in the WWE. Yes, he's not the strongest in the ring, and yes, he's not the strongest on the mic, but Ryback's got that factor, you know what I'm saying? He's got the people somewhat behind him. Every time I go somewhere, every time I go to the store in Walter Pearl or even Florida, there's a lot of Feed Me More t-shirts, a lot of Ryback t-shirts. So I mean, this guy's got, some draw in him. But I think Ryback could be a big guy, a big star for the company, as he is like one of the top stars right now, one of the top baby faces. But yeah, I would really love to see what they do with Ryback going into 2013. A lot of people expect him to at least be World Heavyweight Champion, or at least champion in general, by this time this year's over with, but we'll just see. But Ryback's at 20, excuse me. Number 19, Mr. Antonio Cesaro. He's another guy with the it factor. I wish the crowd would just get behind him and boo him. Give him the heel he needs and deserves. He's a good heel in my opinion. I know that they don't want him to they want to have him be like a Superman type dude, but they really need to get some good heel on this guy by having him viciously assault people. And I mean, that's another way he can gain some heel heat. Look what he did to The Miz. That got him some heel heat when he did that. So, why not just give this guy to the point where he can get some good heel heat? Because right now they have him play like this guy who's unstoppable, and people would wow at him more than they would boo him. So that doesn't work. But Antonio Cesaro, that sick European uppercut, very, very European uppercut, how dare I, The Gotch style neutralizer, just great finishes for this guy. Great United States champion, one of the best in a long time in my opinion. He draws attention to the belt in my opinion. And I mean, he just draws attention to the United States Championship for a change. And that's what the title needed in my opinion. Kind of like Cody Rhodes when he had the Intercontinental title. He drew attention to it when nobody else would. It was just around their waist, just to be around their waist, and that's not good. But yeah, Antonio Cesaro, great champion. He could be a really good heel in my opinion if they can get the heel heat on him. Like, this is an anti-American thing, or I don't respect the country because the people in it. I mean, you know, that's not really gonna cut it. But Cesaro is definitely one of my favorites because his in-ring style is unique, it's different, his look is different, his attire, the knee bands and all that stuff. I mean, the wraps, it's different. He looks different. So yeah, Antonio Cesaro at 19. Number 18, Eddie Edwards, Die Hard. Eddie Edwards. This guy is just awesome. Some great matches with Homicide. The ones they had with Fish and O'Reilly last month at Final Battle was just great match. Some great matches with Kevin Steen, Roderick Strong. I mean, Eddie Edwards. There's not much you can say about this guy. I would sound redundant. But this guy's just awesome. Great wrestler. Very underrated though in my opinion. But yeah, very good wrestler in my opinion. Number 17, Jay Lethal. I'm gonna just start by saying this. Jay Lethal, I'm glad Jay Lethal is getting the attention he deserves in Ring of Honor. At least a company is paying him the attention he deserves. He's a good wrestler. I know a lot of people criticize him the way he talks. They think he mocks white people, whatever. But Jay Lethal is great. He's great. He's good on the mic. In my opinion. He's great in the ring. He does some pretty unique stuff, like the lethal injection, the lethal combination. I mean, those are unique moves. Jay Lethal's put some great matches on with Rhino. Even had a good one with Kevin Steen until, you know, that big incident. And his new transition to this new character where I have to have a mean streak. I have to be mean. They don't take me serious enough. I have to be mean. I like that character. But I like Jay Lethal at number 16. Number 17. Number 16 is my main man, Mr. Stay Down, Corey Graves, the savior of misbehavior. This guy had an awesome 2012 in my opinion. He had the titles with Jake Carter, the FCW Tag Team Championships with Jake Carter. Then they kind of broke their little team up. He returned to NXT in like November, and just started beating people. But that 13 step, the full leg lock, now he calls 13 step. He's even beating Yoshitatsu, which I know some people would say that's not a big deal, but he beat a WWE superstar nonetheless. He's beaten two now. He's beaten Alex Riley. He's beat Seth Rollins by disqualification. I mean, this guy's had a good showing, and you know they care about him because they hadn't had this guy lose clean yet to anybody. So yeah, Corey Graves is just an outstanding guy. He's got a great gimmick, different gimmick. I'm an anarchist. I'm a rebel rocker. I do things on my term. I attack people. I do what I want. I declare anarchy on the WWE and NXT. So Corey Graves is definitely different. Number 16. And plus he carries himself like a main eventer, even though he doesn't have the size of a main eventer, like the size you would think of. Like, this guy weighs 207 pounds, I think. He carries himself as if he is a main eventer. He carries himself like a main eventer. So, number 15, even though this guy had a really shitty year, AJ Styles, the phenomenal one. He's put some good matches with Christopher Daniels, even though that's who he primarily feuded with this whole entire 2012. But he has some great matches with Daniels. You know, I love AJ. That's probably why he's up here instead of not even on this list, because he hasn't done anything this year that really benefited him. But AJ Styles number 15. Like, he come back from injury, comes back from his injury. They get, well, he didn't get injured. They just wrote him off the TV with a storyline injury, and you know he had his surgery in the arm and his shoulder, and he's off of TV right now. They'll probably bring him back sometime next week. But I really like Christian. Christian's one of my all-time favorites. I love this guy. He's a very underrated wrestler, a very underrated, very unappreciated wrestler. And he's a legend in my book and an ace. He'll always be one of my top favorite wrestlers. Number 13, Damien Sandow. This guy is just gold on the microphone. The way he just handles the freaking microphone like it's a champagne glass. It just tickles me. Damien Sandow, just greatness. I hate that he's on a big old losing streak right now. I don't know what the hell's going on with Damien Sandow. Did he piss somebody off in the back or something? Damien Sandow puts on brutal matches, especially with a guy with his elegant gimmick. He's put on some brutal matches with Sheamus, Randy Orton. I mean, he's taking these guys to the limit. And just the Kobe Tawaki yet. I love it. The Terminus. I mean, I love Damien Sandow. His finishers, his attire, his classic. Everything about Damien Sandow is a throwback. Number 12, Samoa Joe. Joe. I love Joe. Joe is everything you would want in a wrestler, in my opinion, at least. I think Joe is a really good wrestler. He's very experienced. I think he's pretty much unappreciated by TNA, even though TNA showed him a little bit more of their appreciation towards him in 2012 about letting him, you know, be in a tag team with Magnus. He won tag team gold. Once he lost that, they put him in the TV title picture, and he won that and had a good feud with Magnus. Then he's in the main stay of this Aces and Eights angle. Which is good for Joe because he's in something. He's not just floating around with this big old loser streak like he had in 2011. But Joe is a great wrestler, great ring performer. Had good matches with Austin Aries, Magnus. Great tag team matches with Magnus. I mean, they were on a roll when they won those titles, even before then. But Magnus and Joe were on a roll, and I really love Samoa Joe. Number 11, Kurt Angle, his arch rival. Same thing. Kurt Angle's had good matches. Kurt Angle never disappoints. This guy is like Christian. He's an ace in my book. And what more can I say about Angle? But he's a legend. Kurt Angle's a legend. When he retires, he's gonna be a legend. Hell, he'll be in the WWE and TNA Hall of Fame, as far as I'm concerned. He has to be. Kurt Angle's had a good year, in my opinion. Great wrestling matches. Let's hope 2012 can be better for Kurt. Number 10, Cody Rhodes. Another guy that's on a losing slump. But he had a great 2012. Came in as the Intercontinental Champion after having a great 2011. Had a feud with Big Show at WrestleMania. Had an Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania. Then won the belt. He lost it. Then won it back at Extreme Rules. Then lost it at Over the Limit to Christian. Had a good feud with Christian. Then did nothing. Then was put in a Fatal 4-Way feud with Rey Mysterio, Sin Cara, The Miz, and Miz, Sin Cara, Rey Mysterio. Yeah. For the Intercontinental title. Did they put him in Rhodes Scholars, and right now he's on a big old losing slump. I don't even know why, but he's on this big losing slump, and I don't like it at all. But yeah, Cody Rhodes. But this is all the time I have for now, and I'll be back with, I guess, part 4. So yeah, just large of another video, and peace. Catch you in part 4.